All right, my friends, Andrew back once again. And in this short video, what we're going to do is walk you through the primary settings of your first membership area. So the first thing you'll need to do is drop your menu down here. And basically from the dashboard, you'll see that these are actually in a chronological order, or an order that you will want to set this up so that it will make sense when you get down to the end result. So the first thing is going to be your product. So we just simply click on the product offer, and it's going to take us over to our library. If you have any products already set up, they'll be here. If you don't, this will just be blank. Don't worry. First thing that you'll need to do is click on create a product up at the top right, and it's going to bring you in to an opportunity for you to create a product starting from a predefined metric and or building on your own. So for example, a sprint course is going to be a course that's kind of like a mini course that's going to lead a person into a larger membership area. These would be something like a micro continuity membership area. If you're doing a course on affiliate marketing, for example, maybe a sprint course would be something that you would do around building your list with email marketing, because that's the first step that they would go through. And then you'd be able to offer this for free to kind of give it a little bit of value on the front end. Then we have a marathon course, and this one you're actually going to be building on that sprint, right? So for example, just like we were sharing, an affiliate marketing course, the sprint course teaches them how to build their email list, something very simple, something very subtle. Then the marathon course is going to teach them how to build upon that that email list, so that they can go from just, collecting some contacts and sending some predefined messages to really splitting that into a little bit more robust of a list of people who are purchasing, a list of people who are not purchasing, more dynamic, more filtering, and more segmentation. This is just an example of what a marathon would look like being built upon a sprint course in the affiliate marketing. Then of course, we have the membership area. Membership area is slightly different from a course because the membership area gives access to resources. When they get inside of the membership area, they might have, different things that they can do, things that you're adding to it. In our example, we use school for our membership area, and we add additional content to that on a weekly basis and a bi-weekly basis by way of our weekly live calls, as well as our Saturday calls every other Saturday. And that adds that dynamic, constantly evolving approach to that. So the courses are going to be something that have an end. So you're going to sprint really quickly, learn how to build a list. You're going to do a marathon, learn how to build on that list. Then you're going to enter into a membership area that is going to give you more access to more resources to help you accomplish those things, and it continuously adds to that. You can also build your own. So these are just the 4 different categories and kind of what they're more designed to do in the grand scheme, the bigger 30,000 foot view. But for the purposes of the video, what we want to do is just give you a little bit more meat. So we're going to go into building our own. We're not going to start with a predefined course. We're just going to go into building our own so you can get the idea of what the structure looks like in the membership area, so that in the next video, when we show you what your users are going to experience, you'll know how that was built on the back end. So we're just going to click the start building button, and we're going to be able to name this. I'm going to name this as a demo for the purposes of this demonstration. So this will be a demo membership area, and it's actually going to be creating a product. So you just click that button. It's going to pull us into the product editor. There's a couple of things to be aware of inside of here. Up at the top right, you're going to notice the edit details, your preview, some customizations, and some more actions. This is your primary menu for what you're going to be doing with this particular product. So the first things first, when I edit the details, just simply click on this, and it's going to give you the option of being able to change your title, add a description to that, and add an image. Now, this title and this description and this image are what a person will see when they log into that very first page of your membership portal. So if you have 4 or 5 different membership areas, they will see a thumbnail of that, a description of that, and the title of that based off the images that you place here. This customization option right here will give you some customization abilities on the inside of the membership area. For example, you want to put a headshot of yourself and or your avatar here. The recommended dimensions on all images are posted right below those images so that you can be aware of how to get the best results so your images don't look stretched or too small or too large. Your heading, this is of course the instructor, that's going to be you, and this of course doesn't necessarily need to be you or your avatar. This could be an image related to that particular section as well. And this is actually showing up on the inside of the membership area. Your logo image, this logo image is going to be the logo that shows up at the top left of your membership area by default. Again, the size of that image is here at 640 by 640 pixels. Now, if you're using Canva, you just need to create your canvas on your as the same size. It is recommended here, and then you can fill that with your images. Your favicon, obviously very small, 32 by 32. These two images right here can be identical, and what they'll do is this is the image that goes in the tab at the top of your screen when a person is actually logged into your membership area. Helps with a little bit of branding. Advanced is for those of you users who are very familiar with JavaScript, CSS, and some additional tracking options. We're not going to get into that because this is a little bit more of an advanced code option, and we're just going to give you the brief overview of how this works. So these images right here are going to be what your users see when they're logging into your membership area. If you've made a change and you want to see a preview of that, you can simply click this preview button. I like to right click on this and then open these in an incognito or new tab. I'm just going to open it in a new tab for now, and you'll see this is actually what the membership area will look like. Now, if we had edited the image, you'd see your image right here for the instructor. That's the image we just went into. Up here at the top left, you will see right here that you have your logo, and then of course this image right here is going to be the image that is for this particular post. This is not an image that you edited in that setting. This is for the post itself, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. So you come back over here, you can see we have the blank post and we have a category. So this is actually going to be the membership area. When your users come in and visit, they will see this. This will be the title of that post. When they open this up, you'll see right here that there is some information. Again, that image will be right here that we're about to share with you. The content goes right here. For example, the video at the top and the content right below, like you might be used to seeing. In this particular case here, I'm just going to go ahead and click on the pencil next to the blank post. It's going to bring us into the post itself. This is going to be the post thumbnail here to the right. Again, this is going to be the one that they see in that list. So for example, when they are here, they're going to see this image here. And then if we go back to the category, this image here will be whatever image that you have placed right here. The dimensions on this are going to be 1280 by 720. That is the 16:9 ratio for the image, and it'll look really good when it's sitting in there. You can just make sure to set your canvas for that and whatever image editing software you are using, or let your graphic designer know the size of the images that you will need. Files, if you wanted to add files, we'll get into that in another video, but this is mostly for your navigational purposes. Now you'll be able to host your training video inside of the CloudKii system here by just simply uploading the video here if you choose to do that. It's going to give you some additional functionality of being able to trigger workflows based off of people completing that inside the system. But if you're hosting your videos in another source such as YouTube or Vimeo or anything like that, like Wistia, you'll have an opportunity of just embedding that directly down into the content right here. So this is content. So I'm going to show you how this kind of looks right here when we go into the membership area. You just simply add that, click save down here on the bottom. Anytime you do something, you want to make sure that you do save it. You'll see the post has been successfully updated. Now we come back over here inside of our blank post, you will see that this is content. Again, the content that we place right here will show up right here. And we can edit this, we can add images to this, we can add different contents, font styles, all kinds of things to make this look really awesome to whatever it is that we like inside of our membership area. So this is how you're going to be able to edit the basic membership area. So back out of here once again, and you're going to see an option to customize. This is where you get to get really into the detail of how your membership area is going to work. If you want to edit the header of your membership area, you're going to choose customize. If you want to edit a lot of the color or the layout of that, you're going to choose customize. So we're going to open this up. The first thing that you're going to see are two different styles of membership area that you can load. So how do your visitors see your membership area? You can tinker with these, choose either one of those. There will be more coming soon. And if you do have any customized themes, those will be here as well very soon. So as you can see, we're going to go with a classic. If you like the New York style, feel free to check that out. And if it's something that's to your liking, feel free to tinker with that. But for the purposes of the video, we again are just going to go with the classic design. So we're going to go ahead and customize this. Once we get inside here, you're going to see how we can really manipulate this entire dashboard to get the look and feel that we want. So for example, if we wanted to move our lessons to the right, we could do that. If we wanted to put them in a different format, we could do that as well. We just need to understand how all of this works. So the first thing I want to share with you is this top header. This by default is here already. You can add in your own. All you need to do is click on the theme settings here on the left. It's going to open up this editor. You'll see 1280 by 720 again is the recommended size of your image. And if you go ahead and place your image right here that you have created, it will make an image of the background here at the top. You also have an opportunity here of just adding specific colors. If you wanted to add a color, which is kind of like some text in there, you have an opportunity of doing that as well inside of these patterns in the editor for that particular portion of the membership area. The next thing here is the sections tab. When you open up the sections tab, you're going to see here that there are a lot of different pieces to the membership area. So here, when you drop your header down, once again, here is the background image for that. You can center it, justify it to the right or to the left just by simply adding it. You can choose a file from your computer. What I can do here is go in and type in El Messenger Pro Legacy. And we will have a legacy PNG right here, which is our header, just to kind of give you an idea as to what this is going to look like. Now, keep in mind, the background color matters for this particular header because we do have white. So white on white looks invisible. There is something there. So we're just going to upload this really quickly, and you'll see what this looks like in the background. So when we save our changes, it's going to change the header of our membership area. And you can see right behind here that that is actually there, but we do have an image sitting on top of it. So we would just need to simply remove that, and our membership area will show the header as we saw in the previous one. Now our hero is going to be us. Again, this is 2880 by 1200. This is the dimensions of the background. Right here is the length of that. So this is the entire full width of your screen. If we uploaded our image here, so I'm going to go here and I'm going to choose that exact same image. And you will see that it loads on top of the one that is currently there. So as this loads, we're going to go ahead and save these changes down on the bottom, and you'll see that this replaced that image there. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it because obviously it doesn't actually fit in there because that image was not the right size. So now that I've removed it, we've gone back to the default. So that's where you want to place any images that you'd want to place as the header for your background on this particular membership area. You'll be able to edit the fonts for both your description and your title. So the title right here is actually demo. There is no description in the header at the moment. We can edit that later, but this will actually be the font for that and the size of that font. The button here, you can see where it says start your course, and the color of that button, you'll be able to edit that. Lesson progress, if you wanted to add a bar right here, you'll be able to see the lesson progress. You'll be able to edit the color of that bar, the progress bar for people who are in here. They'll be able to see how far they've gone through your membership area. It's kind of like a Scout's Honor kind of thing. When they're going through, they click the mark as complete, and that's how it registers that. So just know that it is there for information purposes, but does not actually reflect whether or not the person actually consumed the content. If they clicked on the mark as complete, it will move this bar along the path, and it will look like they are 100% of the way through the process. Course body, again, same thing. Your background color for the body of your course right down here really gives you some granular branding, and you'll have an opportunity of selecting your fonts for everything inside of the membership area. For example, your font for your subcategories, your category descriptions. When you're looking at this, this is going to be your category description right here. This is going to be the body. When we go back here, you're going to have additional category descriptions in the body. You'll be able to manipulate the font on that, as well as the background of each of these canvases, these areas right here. And you'll be able to tinker with it when you're playing with these. You'll see how they work. Just save the changes. Make sure you have an open page. You'll be able to see what those changes are doing in real time as you're going through it. We're down here to the instructor now. This is again going to be the person and or avatar that is going through this. You can change the font. You can change what it says. And of course, you can add in the images as you see fit. These are the basic layouts for your theme inside of the membership area. Once you've completed it, you can simply click the apply theme, and this will work in real time. You'll be able to see that in the membership area. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the images and whatnot that we had put into this particular membership area, because this, again, like we said, is just a demo of how you go through and edit that process. So we're going to go back to the products. We're going to choose the demo once again, come back in here. And what I want to do really quickly before we end the video is I want to share with you how to create the different categories so that you can have different sections for people to go through. So here you can see how these are structured. You have a category right here, and then underneath each category, you will have a post that is basically an individual lesson related to that particular category. So if you wanted to add a new category, you would simply click on the product structure right here, just click the button. You'll say add a category, and this is going to be a start here. So for example, if we wanted a person to come in and be able to do some basic settings inside the system, we would create a start here category. You'll see here that I can drag and drop the category to realign them however I choose. And then underneath the start here column, I can add a subcategory. So here, for example, I can add a post or a subcategory. A post is the lesson. A subcategory is a category within a category. So if a lesson has some additional things that are important, I can add that here as well. So I'm going to show you what that'll look like here in just a moment. But first, we're going to add a main one. So this is going to be add a post, and this is going to be welcome. So we'll have a welcome post inside of our membership area, which kind of explains to people how to navigate. Now what we'll do is we'll add in a subcategory, which is going to be setting up your system. Okay, so just as an example, we'll click and save that, and you can see here that we now have a subcategory for setting up your system. So the first thing we'll do is add a domain, and these are just examples of what we're going to be adding into setting up a system. We will then create another post under this and add a product, right? So now we have two membership area settings or subcategories under setting up your system. We have our welcome post here, and we'll be able to see how this is structured. So basically, once this is all said and done, we can just come on over here, refresh our screen. We'll be able to see how that actually took effect inside of the membership area under the demo category. So you can see that we have our blank post here. We'll open this up, and you'll see right here, well, actually, it's not actually here yet. So I got to go back over here. I'm going to close up that window, and then we're going to do a preview of what we just did here. So just click the preview button here, and it's going to bring us over to the demo membership area. Go to the blank post, and it's fetching the post status right now. So it's getting all the content from the back end for this preview, and you'll see all of it listed just as we described. Now, one thing that is currently missing is actually some content in each of those. So we're going to go here to adding some content. We're going to show some content here. Just like so. We'll add a thumbnail just for fun. We'll select an image from our computer. We will choose a file, and we will talk about domain, right? So we'll just pull up this, and we'll do a JPG. I should have an image on my computer related to that, or we'll just pull up some JPEGs and we'll add one. So here is a Facebook cover image. Nothing that I would really put into this membership area related to that, but it's just to give you an idea of what that will look like. So we'll upload this now. It uploads on the right-hand side here. We're going to go to the published for visibility. That's why we were not able to see it in the previous demo. So now we'll be able to see this one. We're going to go back into our demo. We're just going to hit the back button, and we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to go to add a product. We're going to upload another image from our computer. We're just going to be just a JPEG. Okay. And then here we have a different Facebook cover. We'll use this one just like so. So now there are two differentiators in those, and it will make these published and make them visible so that you can see them in the preview. So we'll cruise back here. And then what we'll do is we will add the start here category. You can see that the green indicates that it is live. This, I'm not sure what color it is. I think it's gray. I'm colorblind, but this will indicate that it is not live. So what we need to do is go in here, and we need to publish this and save this. Now this is very important as well. For this section, you can lock this section, you can drip this section out after a period of time, or you can publish it, make it available for everybody. If this is locked, they will have to go through specific orders, and we'll show you how to set this up in another video, but that's very important to understand as well when it comes to your content. We'll cruise back on over here, hit the refresh really quick, and you will see that we should now have an opportunity to see more information than we had previously. Now, unless I didn't save that, which does not look like I did. Okay, we are now saved. We'll cruise back here, and then we have the start here category, which is where all this lives. We're going to turn this on. We're going to publish that. Click save. We're also going to publish our welcome post. Publish and click save. So now we have all of our posts, all of our stuff published and live. So we should, there we go. Now you can see that we have the start here. You can see that we added the domain, add a product. Here is a category. Here's our welcome post. And here is the 2 steps that they can do. So they come in here and you'll be able to see how to navigate this as well on the side there. You can see setting up your system, all of the steps within that. There are 4 lessons here. The person can come in, mark that as complete once they've gone through the content. Now this is obviously a demo. It's in a preview mode. That's why I can't click that. But if I were to log in as an individual, it will be able to track that back to that person. And again, categories, all of the images, that's how they are. So I'd encourage you to play with this as well. Grab some thumbnails, select your images, just upload anything randomly so you can kind of see how this will work. We'll use this particular image. This is probably wrong dimensions, but that's okay. You'll be able to see what this looks like and where this lives inside of the membership area. This is our welcome post once again. So what we're going to see is that image will replace right here when we refresh the screen. So you can see right here that we now have that image for our welcome post, and then what we have underneath it is the steps to setting up our system and the additional categories. So these are the basic setup for your membership areas, how the images work, how to edit the headers, how to follow through and set up the foundation for your system so that you can walk people through the easiest way for them to achieve the result that you've promised in your marketing, in your team, inside of your communities. Any questions, comments, and or concerns about what we gone through in this video, feel free to reach out to our support team and we'll be happy to help. In the next video, we're going to show you how to create content inside of your membership areas.